I mean, he serves the girl straight from the pot with his hand. Look, he pours the tea with his hand. And with that same hand, he takes the money. I mean, it's not that we're being critical, racist, or ungrateful to a country that welcomes you. But look, he's giving it with his hand. And look, I don't like, as I already told you, coming to criticize the countries I visit. Because the country is welcoming you, letting you in, they're showing you hospitality. And the truth is that they're treating me very well. I'm not saying those people are dirty. They're subhuman beneath us. No. They're people just like us. But their habits are different. For them, in their culture, this isn't a lack of hygiene because it doesn't make them sick. They're already used to it. For them, this isn't filth. It's simply everyday life. If someone hands me something, that's fine. But what if they just scratch themselves? The cucumber already peeled, the cucumber guy. He gives you the cucumber already peeled and hands it to you with the same hand he uses to take your money. Here is a guy cleaning himself, personal hygiene, brushing his teeth, washing his face, and spitting the water back in there. And we don't know if this is what they're using to wash the dishes. Right now they're going to serve me my diarrhea tea loaded up. Please add extra to mine. Save me. Add it now, add it up, add it too. Add it too. Save me. You all know that I don't like to generalize. I try to defend people. I try to tell you, no, look, don't generalize. Not everyone is the same. Not everyone should pay for the actions of one person. I've done this in multiple videos. I've shown you the reality when stereotypes are unfair. But here in India, when it comes to street food, we do have to generalize. It's not clean, they aren't hygienic. 99% of street food stalls in the street in India are dirty, they aren't hygienic. And if you're not used to it, most likely you'll get sick. It's not to be mean, it's not to be racist. I've already seen about 200 stalls of food here in India.
300, I think.
None of them have basic hygiene. As much as it pains me to say it, but the stereotype is true.
To us, this seems dirty. There's no debate about it. We're fascinated by it. It's causing a stir on social media. Facebook pages, YouTube channels, content creators whose only exclusive content is this, using people from India to entertain us. Let's just remember that this is an adaptation to their economic situation. Their resources are much lower than ours. They're getting by with what they have. Yes, it's dirty. Their food looks fascinatingly unappetizing. Very different from us because they are poorer than us. They have less than we do. Of course, they're not going to give up. Obviously, they're going to keep going all out. And their street food looks like this.
At least in the big cities, maybe in the rural areas.
It's not like that. But here in the
cities, yes. Those are the street foods. Now let's look at the restaurants.
The restaurants. Let's divide them into two. The expensive ones and the cheap ones. The expensive ones are as good as those in any wealthy country. Because in India, there are a lot of very rich people. And they demand the best. And they sure get it. If you look on travel sites, the advice to avoid getting sick in India tells you to only eat at expensive restaurants. They're called fine dining or fancy restaurants in English. There's no problem here. The American fast food chains are the same. You don't get sick there. They're cheap with good and tasty food.
KFC
comes with this
Indian style rice and it comes with the chili. It's tasty.
Now, the mid-range restaurants. These have the advantage that they're not cooking on the street and the street vendor isn't carrying water from who knows where. This is the factor that makes you sick in India. And I assure you, most people, TikTokers who came here to make videos and got sick, it was because they ate something cooked outdoors or with water that the vendor carried.
Let's see. Let's check what these guys have there. Let's see. Guys, what do you have? But it's already closed. It's already closed, sir. They need your tortilla over there. Here they cook it for you. And here they bring it to you. There they give you your salsa. And here you pick up your tortilla. The problem is that these streets are very busy, very busy. They have a lot of car and motorcycle traffic. And the ground is full of dirt and filth with feces and vomit because there is a lot of homelessness here. And homeless people, well, they relieve themselves in the street. So all this dust inevitably ends up on your food there. No matter how hygienic or how often they wash their hands. If the dust from the excrement is getting onto your food. Look here, for example, we don't know if someone dropped their food, if someone spilled mole, or if a cow pooped. There's only one way to find out. For example, look at this one. It has seeds. Just like the food they sell you. Which one of the two is it? Did it come from there? Or did it come from somewhere else? This is one of the many unanswered questions that we see in India. Let's see. Let's wait there for some brave person to come by and step on it. Let's see. There goes a brave one. There goes a brave one. Oh, we dodged him. Ah, the guy on the motorcycle, he's gonna be the one. Oh. No, I think we've already solved the mystery. And the cows.
Inevitably.
They eat garbage.
So you're just walking down a normal street.
Minding your own business, and suddenly you see something like this, which is
A cow with an upset stomach.
it left it right there, and since it's early morning, I can see it, but if you walk by when it's crowded,
You don't see it and you step on it. And this is the supposed advantage that restaurants have. They have a kitchen inside without street dust, bathrooms, and a place for employees to wash their hands. But this still doesn't convince people on the other side of the world where we live, because they say that here, after going to the bathroom, people clean themselves with their hand. Therefore, no factory, food processing plant, or restaurant can be clean.
even these guys tell me we have cleaner hands because when you wash with water and not with toilet paper, your hands don't directly touch feces.
Feya.
In fact,
Here I met some girls from India who told me that they lived in the United States for a while and they were surprised not to see the bidet sprayer. There was only toilet paper to clean themselves with. And they thought it was disgusting and they were afraid to shake hands with people. And they didn't go to restaurants because they started thinking that the employees who prepared the food used toilet paper instead of the bidet sprayer, and it made them feel really disgusted. So for them, or at least some of them, we're the dirty ones. Well, let's keep looking at the restaurants.
in regular restaurants, little eateries, the person who brings you your food,
It's common for you to be sweaty like this, really sweaty.
which is normal. This is a hot country, you know?
They're very dirty, their clothes are dirty, and they don't wear shoes.
They wear flip-flops.
And they're very dirty, their feet look dirty.
Their clothes look dirty, and the person brings your food and already makes you,
Think,
well, with how much?
how hygienically are they preparing it?
If they don't wash their clothes, what makes me think they wash the dishes? The fish also comes like that in this little diarrhea broth.
The rice doesn't come like that, it just comes plain. And I saw several restaurants where the kitchen is inside, but they always had someone sweeping the entrance right where the person is cooking. It's like they don't get it, they're not interested. Again, this mentality, it's an adaptation to having very limited resources. These people are doing their best with what they have, not just materially, but with the knowledge they have. It may seem like common sense to us, but after generations of having so little, your priorities change, and so does the way you see things here. We see someone putting street dust on the food. What they see could be their daily struggle. I've heard people say that as people on planet Earth, we're all in the same boat. No, sir, we're not in the same boat, we're in the same ocean. A few are on their luxury super yachts, others are on boats, most are in dinghies or canoes, and some are swimming, kicking as hard as they can. Not even to save themselves anymore, but to somehow buy a life jacket for their children before they themselves drown.
And the man's doing his best to shoo away the flies, but no matter how hard he tries, he can't. Here in this fish market, they're very kind, very friendly, really cool people, but the fish has a lot.
A lot of flies.
It's a layer of flies like this per fish. It's just inevitable.
You can't
What can you do?
just wash it well and boil it thoroughly, disinfect it. No, I don't know what to do. Yes, seeing these flies is disgusting, but remember, it's a chain of thousands of things that we take for granted. Here, refrigerated trucks are very scarce, machines to make ice, electricity to run them, airtight buildings, something as simple as transparent plastic to cover things, all of that is scarce here. We're not going to be so delicate about it either. We're going to keep having fun watching the videos, joking around, hanging out. Look, I'm having a great time making these videos. You have no idea how much fun it is. Coming here to India has been a laugh. It's just constant laughter. From the moment you wake up and head out, it's non-stop laughter until you return to your hotel at night. And the other videos that other creators are making are also super funny, so now you know. Let's keep the fun going. It's all good, clean fun, but without looking down on anyone, these poor people. Alright, let's keep the jokes coming. Look.
Imagine you're in a butterfly sanctuary and you're there focusing and they're like little flies. This one still has a row. Look how good that looks, all fried up, and that's where they cut them. Look, here the old man is going to give it to me properly cleaned, no scales, no bones, with clean hands.
And if the knife gets dull, he's got his toenails right here.
Fish. This fish goes straight to Mexico. All the people who sell food here at these stalls do their business right here. In these outdoor public bathrooms, and there's nowhere for them to wash their hands, they leave the bathroom and go right back to their stall. And this section of vendors doesn't have their own outdoor public bathroom. But from the smell, I can deduce that this is the place assigned for them to relieve themselves. Just smell it. And that's something I've noticed here in India. I mean, you're walking down a normal street and that smell hits you. Of incense, spices, perfumes, or freshly prepared food.
Or fresh urine. They simply don't have plumbing infrastructure. Mexico also has many things that foreigners find disgusting, and we get offended when they tell us about them. In these overcrowded cities in India with so much disorder, so little planning, and such low resources, it's logistically very, very complicated to install pipes. It's an almost impossible task. First, they would have to organize them, sort out their drainage system, an even more incredibly complicated task. Let's go see the guys who are doing their best trying to solve this.
What I see is that these guys have nothing to protect them from the dirt, from infection. They're getting splashed with drainage water on their faces, in their mouths, and in their eyes, and even, thank you. And now we have the mother. The mother of all mud pies. I mean, the job is fine. I would do it. I'd take it on like any other job, but I would protect myself. My mouth and eyes, and especially my feet. With the tools, if you cut your foot or get a cut on your nail and something gets in, that's a guaranteed infection. There, the man is washing the little cups they used to serve tea here. Look. There he is washing. He's washing the little cups. That water does look clean. The one this gentleman is using. Well, at least it's from the tap. The problem is that here too many hands touch it before the final product reaches your mouth. Let's suppose that this man selling lemonade and this guy here selling little balls, little flower balls, do have good hygiene and did wash their hands. But now the one who prepared the flour, the one who brought the oil, the one who brought you the water, the one who brought you the ice, it's a chain, a chain. Here, this street, for example, has drainage water running through it, and the kids who live here, well, as if nothing's wrong, they just keep walking by, they pass by, and honestly, the smell is really strong. The smell is strong, but they're already used to it and aren't bothered.
So they're trying to get by without getting their shoes wet with this water that's everywhere, trying to
describe to you
what it smells like.
That's the most complicated part. Look, it looks like one of those TV game shows. If you get past the obstacles, you win a prize. Subscribe. Look, the lady really made it. The lady really got her feet wet. Look, those guys over there didn't care at all. Look. And the kids too. This is foul water, completely foul. Yes, those are real warriors, look. Those are not spoiled, delicate princesses. Learn from them. Learn, look, that's what a real man is. Now it's just the infection in the finger. As long as you don't have an ingrown nail that's going to get infected, everything's fine. Let's see, let's walk and see how many dishes I can eat before I'm super full and can't fit anything else. Look, here the rice pudding. At least this person serves it to you with a spoon, not with their hand. But I understand it's charcoal here, the chef. Subscribe. Subscribe? Subscribe. It's like they add aroma to the food, right? For what purpose? Personally, the smell of food like that attracts me. Some tacos that smell delicious. There doesn't need to be incense or any other fragrance besides the food itself. But here this fruit they sell is kind of a mix between a plum, a grape, or a cherry, but they eat it with this pepper powder. And yes, it looks really strange. If we Mexicans can eat fruit with chili and nobody says anything like mango with chili powder, why can't they eat their fruit with pepper? Everyone has their own taste. Let's be respectful. To me, this isn't any different from when our grandmothers cooked for us. It's exactly the same. Black lentils. That's their color, guys. Don't get scared. When you see it in other forms, don't get scared. That's the color it has. There are the food stands. There are some trash cans, not many, but they've already designated this place for people to throw away their trash. It's like, at least they're not leaving everything scattered around. It's there, it's in a designated place, but that doesn't mean you should just leave it dumped there. There's the trash can. Let's see if the trash can is full or empty. Let's check. Let's see. Well, sort of. That's what I'm saying, if they fit.
We can say here that disorder and their culture in general are just an excuse. No, you say no. There's no excuse to be filthy just because your country is poor and corrupt. So we in Latin America and especially in Mexico are the same, or even worse.
I'll let you think about that. May courage be with you.
See you next time.